Joseph Francis Saltis, the 8th of September 1894, the 2nd of August 1947, known as Polak Joe, was a Slovakian-American prohibition gangster who, with Frank McErlane, operated an illegal bootlegging racket in the back of the Yards neighborhood in Chicago, Illinois until his territory was seized by Al Capone and he fled to Wisconsin. Saltis was born in Budapest, Austro-Hungarian Empire to Slovaks Jacob Saltis, from Spiš, and Maria Polazek, from Sariska, Břeclav, and immigrated to the United States in 1905, becoming a saloon owner in Joliet, Illinois. He moved to Chicago with the announcement of the Volstead Act in 1920. With the assistance of John Dingbat Oberda, a candidate for the Illinois State Senate, Saltis began supplying illegal alcohol to Chicago's speakeasies in the back of the Yards neighborhood. During this time, Saltis remained on good terms with Chicago crime boss and his South Side neighbor Al Capone, whose Chicago outfit began dominating Chicago's bootlegging soon after his arrival in the early 1920s. Indeed, by the mid-1920s, only the Saltis-McErlane organization remained independent from the 8 satellite gangs under Capone's control. However, soon becoming entrenched in territory disputes with many of Capone's satellite gangs, Saltis began talks for a secret alliance with Capone rival Earl Jaime Weiss's North Side gang. Throughout the next year, Saltis began preparing for war as smaller rivals such as the South Side O'Donnells, for which an attempt would be made on his life in late 1925, and sometimes allied Sheldon gang began to threaten Saltis's hold on the back of the Yards neighborhood. Soon gunmen such as Frank Lefty Consul, Charlie Big Hayes Hubersek, and Frank McErlane joined Saltis's ranks. On August 6, 1926, Sheldon gang member John Mitters Foley was killed by Frank Consul while in Saltis's territory, while Consul, along with Oberda and Saltis, were arrested and charged with murder. Oberda's considerable political influence, as well as assistance from Weiss, was able to get the case dropped on November 9. The following year Oberda, with Saltis and many other of Capone's subordinates, managed to arrange a conference at the Hotel Sherman on October 20, which included Al Capone, George Bugs Moran, Vincent, the Schemer Drooksy, Jake, Greasy Thumb Guzik, Ralph Sheldon, William Skidmore, Maxie Eisen, Jack Zuda, and Christian Bestche, and managed to agree on a general ceasefire of the various gang wars, specifically between the Chicago outfit and the North Side gang, as well as the gang war between Saltis-McErlane and the Sheldon gang. The ceasefire lasted a little over 2 months before war broke out again when members of Saltis-McErlane gang killed Sheldon gang member Hillary Clements on December 30. As the gang war continued between Saltis and the Sheldon gang over the back of the Yards neighborhood, Al Capone had begun to move in on Saltis's territory, as the war was beginning to turn in favor of the Sheldon gang. When Consul and Hubachek were lured into an ambush and killed on March 11, 1927, Saltis pleaded to Capone to negotiate peace between the Sheldon gang in exchange for a large cut of Saltis's profits. By the end of the gang war, however, Saltis's gang began to disintegrate as Frank McErlane left Saltis in late 1929 over disagreements over McErlane's share. When Oberda and his chauffeur, Sam Malaga, disappeared on March 25, 1930, allegedly taken for a one-way ride, Oberda was later found dead of a gunshot wound to the head. With his associates gone and his organization all but destroyed, Saltis quickly retired to his home on Barker Lake in Winter, Wisconsin. Joe Saltis later died at age 53 from complications of a stomach ulcer in Chicago's Cook County Hospital in 1947. Despite his retirement, when Frank J. Loesch, chairman of the Chicago Crime Commission, compiled his Public Enemies list of the top 28 people he saw as corrupting Chicago in April 1930, Saltis was listed. Capone headed the list. The list was widely published, gaining Saltis a measure of nationwide notoriety. Further reading: Asbury, Herbert. The Gangs of Chicago, An Informal History of the Chicago Underworld. New York, Alfred A. Knopf, 1940. ISBN 978-1-56025-4546. In Wright, Laura L. Chicago's Most Wanted, The Top 10 Book of Murderous Mobsters, Midway Monsters, and Windy City Oddities. Dulles, Virginia. Potomac Books Incorporated, 2005. ISBN 978-1-57488-785-3. Holly, Melvin G. and Peter D. Alroy Jones. Ethnic Chicago, A Multicultural Portrait. W.M. B. Erdman's Publishing, 1981. ISBN 978-080287053-7. Kobler, John. Capone, The Life and Times of Al Capone. New York, Da Capo Press, 2003. ISBN 978-0306-81285-9. Johnson, Kurt and R. Craig Satter. The Wicked City, Chicago From Kenna to Capone. New York, Da Capo Press, 1998. ISBN 978-0306-80821-0. Schoenberg, Robert J. Mr. Capone. New York, HarperCollins Publishers, 1992. ISBN 978-0688-128388. References. Kelly, Robert J. Encyclopedia of Organized Crime in the United States. Westport, Connecticut. Greenwood Press, 2000. ISBN 978-0313-30653-2. Sifakis, Carl. The Mafia Encyclopedia. New York, Da Capo Press, 2005. ISBN 978-0816056941. Sifakis, Carl. The Encyclopedia of American Crime. New York, Facts on File Incorporated, 2001. ISBN 978-0816040407.